They just about knocked the clangers out of those cowbells the last time they met as Mississippi State blew out Ole Miss.
And they beat the hail out of Ole Miss last year, and they haven't forgot about it. Mississippi State doesn't get as much respect when it comes to the 8 Bowl, but what they did to them last year, they earned some respect.
They embarrassed their in-state rivals, what Mississippi State did, and they've been shaking those cowbells all off-season long, and you're going to hear them here again today.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Jackson will throw. Bringing the heat. Got his man downfield. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Quarterback by himself in the backfield. Wants to throw on first down. Gets it out quickly. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. And the Bulldogs come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. They'll go up top on 2nd and short. Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Mississippi State. They went for it all, and it paid off with the score. They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing it well, because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
So the Ole Miss Rebels offense will go to work for the first time. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass in coverage, and they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the fan. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle and likes to be physical. That's what makes them special.
Yeah, and it's just an elite group in the back end. Multiple guys that win their individual matchups, which makes it hard to run offense. And this is a group that, yes, they tackle well, they see the football well, they break on it well. You better worry about the ground game. You better get some kind of deception going against this secondary.
The Rebels now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Quarterback on the keeper. Sweet cut there. He goes out of bounds, couple of yards short of the 20. They'll mark it at the 18. Guys, let's take just a second and talk about Ole Miss. It has been a season to forget, and honesty compels us to say changes are probably coming.
I'm not sure, but I think Reese Davis just fired a coach. Is that what I heard? I'm pretty sure that's what just happened. Listen, hasn't gone well. You've heard the outside noise.
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
Man, this home crowd was so jacked up, so excited to finally get the football after giving up points on the first drive and having to be quiet. Now they're quiet again. How about the defense coming in here, shutting this crowd up early and doing their job?
He's going to get loose. Well, they finally stopped him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Jackson gonna throw it. Makes the grab. Breaks into the open. Shoved out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 15-yard line, and this offense is doing work.
The defense needs to have a plan for this guy. They weren't ready for that one. Drag route, running all the way across the field, and the DB just can't stay with him because of his speed, and as a result, they give up a big one.
So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense.
Quarterbacks love receivers that can do damage once they have the football in his hands. No doubt there. Easy slant, completion, and then let your receiver go make hay once he has the ball.
Gets it out fast. Touchdown, Bulldogs! That's the way you finish a drive and put up points. They'll try to add another to their lead. A score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Use the play fake, now to throw. Going to try to get it himself.
You see a lot of quarterbacks get in trouble when they start forcing things. He did a really good job. He wanted to throw the football. You can tell. Drops back, nothing open. It's okay. I'm just going to take off, get what I can get.
Wants to go up top. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
Talking to coaches before the game, they wanted to start fast. This offense, man, not only have you not put anything together, the defense hasn't either. This game has gotten away from them early. They need to do a better job of protecting their quarterback.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Great protection, and down the middle it goes.
Man, that hurts. If you're the offensive coordinator, you need to come up with a completion or a first down. The quarterback had all day to throw that football. He had well over 6 seconds to throw that thing from the pocket. Incredible job in pass pro. Somebody's got to get open, but the quarterback has got to be more accurate when you've got that much time. Incomplete now sets up 4th down.
Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Quarterback may change this route. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Jackson will throw. Fires left. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit, and when they get hurried, and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense, pressuring the quarterback.
The sure hands, it's Lacey. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31, and a big pickup on that one. The Bulldogs have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to throw again. Makes the grab. It's Lacey.
Well, you've seen the last 2 plays now. This guy's versatility. You've seen why he might be playing on Sundays in the not-too-distant future. This guy can catch the ball. He's a big part of their passing game, and he's a weapon, and a guy this defense has got to be ready for.
Quick completion on the out. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Mississippi State has this drive hitting on all cylinders. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Takes a hit as he fires. He's got his man. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. What a first quarter for this offense. A chance to score again on 1st and goal. Wants to go up top. Touchdown, Mississippi State. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
This offense is looking ridiculous. 3 touchdowns now in the first quarter, doing whatever they want at will. I don't know if you're panicking, Palmer, but, I mean, they got to put something together on the other side of the field, or else this one's going to get ugly fast.
One thing I know, David, is the defensive staff, after having the ball just run down their throat and thrown over their heads, they need to make some adjustments earlier than they probably anticipated, because right now they have no answers for this offense.
This drive will commence from their own 11-yard line. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
I think a lot of fans were hoping that this offense maybe made some adjustments considering how much they struggled the last time they took the field. And early in this first quarter, it still seems like they're trying to iron some things out, just not clicking the way they need to be.
And this offense is searching, man. They're trying to find something. Last week, they did nothing. They got nothing going, looked really, really poor. This week, starting a little sluggish. They got to find something they can hang their hat on and something they can build off of for this offense.
Complete. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Number 44 in punt formation to kick it away.
He'll field the punt and see what he can get. Bottled him up, not a whole lot of room to run on that return, and that's how this period will come to an end. We've come to the end of the period, and Mississippi State is on top. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. Now, the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. They've got a first down here to open the period. Jackson gonna throw it. Rush is on him. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down. Following Ole Miss' 1926 victory in Starkville, a melee between the fans ensued. Imagine that in this rivalry. So the two sides got together and said, what we need is a trophy to calm the passions of each side, and they settled on the golden egg. Thus, the egg bowl was born.
Yeah, what calms everybody down more than a golden egg? I mean, just the perfect recipe. We have all been in the booth calling these games. Jesse, we know.
There he goes. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
I think there were a lot of doubters that wondered how this team was going to be able to handle this environment and whether or not they could find success early in this game. They have proved all of those doubters wrong. They have been dominant in every phase, on offense, on defense, and on special teams, and they are piling it on here early in this game on the road.
The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. The give to the back. Not much there. They'll give him one to the 14.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this.
And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this.
He lobs one high down the left side. And they couldn't connect on the
There's no way they're going to call that PI.
Things get worse. There's a flag on the field. Which way is this going to go?
Wow. Okay. All right. Whatever. Next time I just won't click on.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referees caught it.
The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Motion from the wideout. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. So many rich layers in this one. Dak coming off the bench. Fumbles in the end zone to lose it. Legs being hiked. Coaches being fired. This has it all, guys.
And such proud people.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. He's got it inside the 30. And he's brought down.
Did he not drop that?
Making the big catch, but not before he picks up more than 40.
I mean, I literally
Now we'll hang on.
watched him drop the
Coach
ball.
Called a timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good
Yeah, the
shot
ball
at
did not
getting
survive
this
the ground.
return. So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes
What?
back to bite
Did-
him. We'll see if he
did
gets
anybody-
a timeout later.
What just?
Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally...
In what world is that a reception?
First and 10. The inside handoff. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
In what world is that a reception?
On the ground on first down, now back to the line.
I ain't never seen no shit like that before in my life.
Punts it out of the air. Terrific job getting to him. There was
That's got to be the craziest shit I ever seen.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. 3rd and short from the 22. Is the field goal unit getting ready, or is this already 4-down territory? From the gun, wants to pass. Throws toward the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back. And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. Visualizing the right ball flight from 39 yards out in the right hash. He splits the upright.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Lacey. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, Dave.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Might be calling a hot route. 2nd down, they'll go to the air.
Nice match.
And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there.
Listen, nice completion, short game.
I never seen a catch animation like that before in my life.
Guess what? If I don't get it on 3rd down, I still got that 4th down in my pocket. Nowadays, analytics, we're going for it anyways.
On 3rd and long, trying to convert through the air. Finds him out of the backfield. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
Quarterback will keep it. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. That time they were in their own territory. That took some lower intestinal fortitude.
It definitely did. And listen, if that's what you're going to be, that's who you're going to be. You're going to be that kind of offense and be aggressive, then stick with who you are. And apparently, nowadays, going for it on your own end, it really ain't nothing anymore.
Mississippi State comes out after picking up the 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
Hopefully that's not going to affect the quarterback's confidence going back to this guy later. That was a catch he should have made. He dropped it. Let's see what the QB does moving forward.
This time it's complete. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. And after that pitch and catch, he's already over 200 yards, and we're in the 1st half, Jesse.
Man, Reese, he's dialed in right now. He's really doing a nice job seeing the field, reading coverages, and finding his open guy.
And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
Here's the pressure. Quickly to the tight end. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line? They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Wants to adjust the pattern. Jackson will throw. That's reeled in. It's Lacey. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. The offense calls timeout. It's the 2nd one they've used this half. Looking Looking to move the chains, Mississippi State lines up on 4th down. On the move. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Fires it down the seam. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Mississippi State.
And this is blowout city. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen explosive plays. They score again here right before halftime. I don't know, guys. I mean, can we do running clock in the second half?
And they tacked on the extra point.
35, Ole Miss, 3.
On the move from inside his 5. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Now you find out just how much of a gunslinger you are. Will you roll the dice here late in the half, David?
And you know the defense is going to be really, really conservative, so I think it's an opportunity to be able to take a shot, see how much of a chunk you can get before then you decide really, Jesse, how you want to finish the half.
You just can't turn it over and throw a pick if you're the quarterback here. You have got to be so smart if you're going to be aggressive with your decision-making.
The defense burns their 3rd and final timeout of the half.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
Oh, goes right through his hands, and he will think about that one for a while. It'll be 3rd down. And guys, they're not going to give up on picking up the 1st down, but they also need some breathing room for the punter. He is not going to get there. Stopped short of the line to gain, and it'll be 4th down. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
And so much to break down from a spirited start to this Egg Bowl between Ole Miss and Mississippi State. And we'd be remiss if we didn't start this halftime report by giving props to this superstar tight end. He's been almost, you know what, check that. He has been unguardable with that unusual blend of speed, size, hands, and route running. He is a pick-your-poison kind of player. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how the fight between Mississippi State and Ole Miss plays out.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. And the Bulldogs will boot it away to start the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner will be brought down. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Huge deficit to start this 3rd quarter. They just need to find something to build a little confidence.
Yeah, it hasn't gone well. When you're trailing by this much, this first drive, man, does everything matter and hinge on...
Oh, he's got some space.
Wow. Okay.
And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all away. Touchdown, Ole Miss. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you had my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short, and he did the rest of the work.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. On the run from inside his own 5. He gets a block. He's got an alley. And there he goes. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. They've got a fever, and what they want is more cowbell, and they are getting it as the Bulldogs stretch the lead.
Hail State, explosive plays all over the field, David. They are running away with this thing.
And I guarantee you all the Ole Miss fans are saying, get those cowbells out of my face, because they are excited and they've got something to cheer about.
And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Scanning the field, it's Newton. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
And there's no mystery as to why this team's losing today. They've given up 5 sacks. They cannot keep their quarterback upright. And you just saw another example of it right there. He has never been able to get into rhythm throwing the football.
Caught behind the line. It's Watkins. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
And a great job by the defense seeing it right away, reacting to the screen, going and getting the football, and getting the fast playmaker on the ground.
4 punts already, and they've got to convert here to avoid a 5th. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
This has been a frustrating day, and I'm not sure it's going to get any better. You're already down huge. Listen, this offense can't protect this quarterback. They don't do anything right now. This defense has had their number all game long.
Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. They've been dominant, and now they'll try to execute to their own standard. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Moves away as he feels pressure. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
I love the defensive effort there. They didn't get him right away. They stayed after him. He was scrambling, going backwards. They get the sack on the first play of the drive.
They'll send the tight end in motion. Looking to fire. The short hands, it's Coffee. And he's down after the short completion. He did not make it to the first down marker. They've made 3rd down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. Might be changing the route. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Tight coverage and an incomplete pass. The defense knocks it away and forces the 4th down. Mississippi State with... Oh, trickeration. He's throwing it. And the pass is incomplete, and the fake punt is a wash. They managed to get the throw off, but couldn't get the completion. You always wonder, why not just leave the offense out there and run a pass play? Leaves it with the running back. Tough run in this part of the field. He's got 4 down to the 23. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Back to pass, it's Newton. Right on the money. Turning it on. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. And the Rebels have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Bust through behind his pad. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. And after that first down gasher, they're close to the end zone. 2nd and goal coming. The give to the fullback. They shut him down immediately. They tried to pop the fullback loose, and no running room there.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
Looking to throw on 3rd and goal.
Why was the tight end not manned up?
Strike through the air for the score.
3rd and goal situation, and as quarterback here thinking, I got to find Mr. Dependable. Who is that? It's always the tight end. He does a nice job on the route. He's a really big target. That was a smart decision by the quarterback, and it ends up being a touchdown.
So the kickoff team will come out after they turn in a score on that last drive.
Set to kick it off.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. They'll go back to work with a sizable margin still up there on the scoreboard. They'll start this drive with a pass. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. He is
all right, then.
way behind the line of scrimmage. Just a catastrophic play there.
You know, David, I love defenses that stay aggressive, especially at this point of the field. They've got pass rushers on this unit with speed and that are aggressive and that can win.
Okay. All right, whatever.
This defense to get the football. The Rebels with a big opportunity to take this sudden change and make it sudden points. He'll do it himself. He'll be hauled down just inside.
That's funny.
The 9 as they're trying to turn this
That is funny.
as they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. To the air, it's Newton. And with the pressure on him, the quarterback goes down, and we've played 3 quarters here. As we head to the quarter break, Mississippi State has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this 3rd down play. He's looking downfield to throw. It's complete to the left. He won't get there. It'll bring up 4th down.
Good play call on defense. 3rd down in that situation, you're just playing a big zone. You want everybody having their eyes on the quarterback, playing in their areas, and you want them rallying to the football. As soon as they run it.
They got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on downs.
Man, that stings. You go all the way down the field, you get a 4th and goal situation, and the offense comes up small. The defense gets the sack. No points for you.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Stands in and takes the hit. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on 1st down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
Quick strike complete.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Motion from the wide receiver. Jackson gonna throw it. Fires to the wideout. Picked off. That's number 15 on the year. The return never really got started, but boy, he has set his team up at the 28. This offense has it with really good field position. They'll run it from the gun. Defense holds their ground, pickup of a yard. It's at the 26.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Here comes the heat. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
We've seen seen throughout the course of the season, defenses have had their hands full with this quarterback. He's simply one of the best in the country. But what can you say about this defense here today? They have gotten after him, registering multiple sacks, and they've never let him get into a rhythm.
He stopped well short of the line to gain at the 22. Not a chip shot field goal, but certainly makeable. We'll see what they do on 4th down. On 4th down, they could boot the field goal, but looks as if they'll go for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down.
Wow. Ridiculous. Okay.
And they take it in for 6 more points.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
They're down big, but they'll keep fighting to the bitter end and line up for the onside kick here. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. Their defense came up with a big stop now to see if they can turn it into points. Jackson will throw. Got it in the middle. It's Coffee. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. They went up top to pick up the last 1st down. Let's see what they have here. To the air on 1st down. Makes the grab. He is pushed out of bounds at the 19-yard line.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route. And this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
He's got his man, makes the grab. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Mississippi State to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to keep it in the air. Steps away. Nobody open. He just throws it away, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it.
Touchdown, Bulldog! And the stomping has commenced. Boy, do they need that score. Gave them a little cushion as they try to put a stop to this 2-game slide. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
He'll pull it on the read. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. He wants a big play here late. Snatches it.
He caught that. Wow.
The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather.
It's like the CPU knows when you're going to switch stick, bro. Makes no sense.
First and 10 inside the 40. Looking for a man. It's Newton. He's got it. Gets him on the ground at the 28, but not before a big 10-yard pickup.
Well, you haven't seen a lot of incompletions from this guy now in his last 2 games out. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game as a head coach. You got to love the fact that the quarterback is dialed in.
Brother.
Let's take a minute and talk about Ole Miss. He's been under pressure all season, and they really haven't done much to turn down that heat. And it's just hard to imagine that this guy will be back leading this program next year.
Yeah, and you want to see him finish strong, and I think Coach needs to finish strong. All the negativity swirling around the program, obviously, you hear it. It's a part of it. The kids hear it, but finishing strong would kind of ease some of that. But Palmer, it's the body of work. Everything he did this season is going to be taken into account, and it's going to be tough, I think, for him to keep his job.
It's a combination of wins and losses this year, but it's also about who's out there. There's some good big-time candidates, some good coaches that could come in. We know they've got the money to spend. It just seems like they're going to make a change.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
Tries to get it on the ground. Hard running there. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down?
I think after failing on the 4th down, guys, you look at the scoreboard, you look at how much time is left. I think they're going to lose this football game. This coaching staff is going to have to dig deep and try to find ways to get this team better next time they take the field.
He hurls one deep down the left side. Makes a catch at the 15. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one.
Well, this offense has just been dialing up explosive play after explosive play. That's a big part of why they have a huge lead at this point. And even in the 4th quarter with that lead, they are still taking shots. They are still being aggressive, pedal to the metal.
Williams looking for a man. He's got it in the end zone for another touchdown, and this is a full-fledged beatdown.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Well, this has pretty much been an evisceration, an old-fashioned stomping, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, this is one of those games where you're not necessarily throwing the playbook in the trash after this one, but I do think this coaching staff, David, really has to be honest with themselves and rethink what schemes are working and not working and which guys maybe need to get more touches in this offense.
Well, I think I like that.
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose.
Doesn't it always seem like that ball is on the ground for like 30 seconds? You got 17 guys running at it, slow motion, like, I got to get the football. Offense, very lucky to get that football back.
Now 3rd and long and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Backed up in their own end, maybe a quick hitter. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode. And what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback. And you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy.
Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. With this big cushion they're working with, Jesse, they're ready to send these fans toward the exits.
And you know the coaching staff has got to be so happy with how this offense has been able to come out here on the road, fight the crowd noise, and execute at such a high level, Dave.
Yeah, just dominate the football game. And now, listen, it's mode where I can run the football, run out the clock, watch this game go to zeros and get the dub.
Now on first down from the 28. Williams will pass. He'll take a shot. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
After the incompletion, they go back up top. And as the ball goes to the turf, the clock has hit 0. The Bulldogs had